What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Game Day with Trey. This your host, Trey. That's my co-host and homeboy, Face.
What up, world?
Finally got him live in studio. It took moving hell and high water to get this done and a little bit of Colorado playing. But it is what it is, man. So this is going to be your reaction to the Colorado TCU behind whooping.
Bombers, man.
Listen, man.
What a great game. What a great game, man.
When I say I'm the prognosticator, bro, I say I'm the prognosticator. Now, the reason I say that is because of the fact that I'm able to see the numbers, right? Okay. Analytically, and analyze not just what I'm looking at with the numbers, but also analyze the people, the leadership abilities, the qualities that come along with certain types of individuals when you have them enter an environment that is a D1 environment, and the ability to change over the whole team in one off season. Okay. When you have somebody like that, all right, I'm able to see those types of things. That's why I am literally one of the only people throughout all of the internet that called this. Literally, no one said that Deion Sanders was going to be able to do what he just got done doing. All right?
Except for Deion.
Except for Deion and God. Except for Deion and God. Real talk, man. You know, at the end of the day, brother, I am very, 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 very happy with what I just saw on that football field. That was real football. Okay. Hey, that was great coaching.
That was impressive. That was impressive coaching, quarterback play, running back play, team effort. It was just all around impressive, man. I haven't been that entertained by a game in
a long
time, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to the Coach Deion, quarterback, receiver, DB,
yes sir,
everybody, the whole Colorado nation. Y'all got something to be proud of, man. Y'all got a great coach, great motivator. He helped these kids believe in themselves, and it shows, it translates on the field, how they uplift each other on the field. One player come, hey, it was his. He did this, and no, man, he did this. Next one come, no, he did it. So I like the way that the
culture.
Yeah, the culture that he's built there. They support each other. Everybody know they have to do their part. They do their part, and they thrive off each other. And that's a beautiful thing, man. Deion got a beautiful situation down there in Colorado, man.
Man, not only does he have a beautiful situation going on, man, he's done exactly what you just said. He has cultivated a culture of greatness. All right. When you're talking about a player and a coach to the echelon of Deion Sanders, you were talking about somebody who not just walks the walk and talk, but he talks the talk, man. A lot of people are quiet leaders. Okay. That's why I said it like that. A lot of people are quiet leaders. There's nothing wrong with being a quiet leader, man. You know, but Deion is not a quiet leader. Deion is a front of the line leader. Deion is the type of leader that if this was back in the BC times, all right, he was a general that would have been on the front line throughout the whole battle. That's just how Deion carries it, man.
With a microphone in his hand.
Yeah.
He might, hey, I'm gonna come slaughter you right now in my gators. But no, for real, Deion is like, he understands the word. He understands the way that the creator operates.
Yes, Lord.
Because he's dealt with issues to make him have to strengthen his bond, I guess, with God. Because, you know, Deion always been flamboyant. He always talked the talk.
Yeah.
But you can also see how much he believes in the things and the people around him. Once he speaks that life into the situation, he actually believes that it's going to happen. And that's, I feel like, the power of his leadership is actually believing in the things that you're telling the people around you. hey man, you're great. You know what I mean?
Understanding the power of the tongue, man.
And he understand that. So that's why I feel like Deion is like, right now he's in his glory. Yes. And his glory is really just glorifying God in another way, in a way that he's choosing to do it and motivate people. When you can motivate people to be great or be their greater selves, you're doing the work of God. So all day, I feel like that's it. He's just doing it. He just feel like he's doing his work. So hey man, shout out to the Colorado, man. Y'all got a hell of a situation out there, man. I like it.
Man, listen, so let's just go over this game a little bit, right? So in the first quarter, Shedeur comes out standing tall in the pocket, brother. Tall in the pocket. Leads him on a 13-play drive for 73 yards, closing it off with a 4-yard touchdown pass to none other than Dylan Edwards. Yes, we talking Mr. 4 touchdowns here. Dylan Edwards, dog. That little running back, number 3, he reminds me a lot of Warrick Dunn. I hate to put somebody in that breath, you know, the first time that I'm actually laying eyes on him and paying attention to him. But the way he plays and the way Deion is using him right now, first off, the offense Deion is running reminds me a lot of Florida State offense, okay, with Bobby, the Veer, all right? When Bobby created the Veer. That's the offense that it seems like they're running to me. It's a lot of spread. It's a lot of quick passing, a lot of RPO, except for the one thing I didn't see a lot of this game was Shedeur running the ball, which I love the fact that boy didn't really run the ball like that.
I'm going to tell you.
He don't got to, but I don't want him to. But at the same time, I love the fact he stood in the pocket, tall in the pocket.
Basically, the offense, Deion, the method he was using is the number game. He was using the fact that if he see you lighten up the box, I'm going to run it.
Run it. That's the RPO.
If you put people in the box to stop the run, I'm going to pass it.
Facts.
That's what he was using all day, and it was working because his quarterback knew where to go with the ball. When your quarterback ain't making mistakes and he's reading the defense as well as he was reading the defense, it made it that much easier because now you got to back up and try to spread the field and get up underneath these routes to try to make it harder for him to get to his spots. But it was so, man, the quarterback play was magnificent, man. I'm saying, hey, dude was putting it on the money. He was moving out the pocket. Like the way he was setting the plays, it was like, you know, because you got to move defenders, not with just, you got to move with your eyes. You got to do little shifty moves. He was doing everything that he had to do to get the shot, and it was still small windows he was placing the ball at. This dude is a special talent, man. That quarterback, man.
Like Shedeur said at the end of the game, he's been practicing against the number 1 corner in the world right now.
He did say that.
In his mind. So he has to put it in. He has to put the biscuit in the basket. You can't put the biscuit in a basketball hoop basket. No, he has to put it in a bread basket. Bread basket comes small. It's about 2 handfuls like this right here. If you can't see it, bread basket's about like that. Okay, basketball hoops that. Bread basket that. He put the biscuit in the basket all day. Every play.
All day.
That boy was on point, man. But so this is the first quarter still, right? So then after that, TCU was forced to punt on the first drive, and then TCU also threw an interception to Trevor Woods. All right. That was the first interception that was thrown throughout the game. Now, at that point, we move into the second quarter. TCU starting to feel a little bit of pressure, all right, because the score is still 7-0. But right now, quarterback Chandler Morris leads a 7-play drive, capped off with a run by none other than Trey Sanders, the running back for TCU. He stood up all day, man.
Animal.
Yeah, animal. Okay. There were some good things about TCU, a lot of good things about TCU. I was very impressed with the fact that they were able to reload as fast as they did at the running back position after losing Kendre Miller to the NFL. Also able to replace Max Duggan with this quarterback, Chandler Morris, who actually wasn't that bad. He threw some darts and some lasers throughout the game.
Yeah, and he pretty fast.
Yeah.
He pretty fast. Man, shout out to Colorado one more time. Just by the way that they responded to every bell. They responded to every bell. When TCU took the momentum and scored and came back and took the lead, the way that they responded every time, man, I gotta just salute them boys again, man, because it was a beautiful thing to watch it, man. You know what I mean? It was a beautiful thing to watch it.
Definitely was, man. So right now the score is 7-7. So of course Colorado has to do something to quick respond like they did all game. So at that point, Colorado leads Shedeur Sanders leads a 10-play drive where he missed Travis Hunter on a deep pass. All right. Well, he didn't really miss Travis. Travis did. He put the biscuit in the basket. Travis didn't catch the ball, man. I
seen 3 of those drop in the hands. Okay.
Yeah.
So just imagine if he get them 3 big plays or 4 big plays that he missed. These was where he didn't actually miss them. They dropped some of these passes, which it happens. They made up for it. So we ain't gonna talk about the little mishaps. But if they would have caught those deep balls that they
put it like this.
Oh man, he would have had 600-700 yards.
Deion Sanders still has some coaching moments. In other words, on Monday, when they sit down and they review all this film, all right, Deion has some moments where he's going to be able to sit down with the team and actually coach them. Not because of the fact that they won, but on opportunities they had to win by more. All right? Because that's what great leaders do. Okay? You're never, ever, ever, ever perfect. There's always something you could do better.
And you know what I think they're going to have to do? Be honest with you. They're going to have to run a tempo offense.
Just like
because they're going to have to cover for the defense a little bit because the defense, you could tell, will wear down in a hot stadium.
It was 133 degrees out there at one point in the game.
Hey, I'm telling you, but you can see it.
Yeah.
You can see it, but they responded well as well. I can't take away from the defense because when it's hard and you need to stop, they did it. So shout out to the defense as well, but you know that's where they was at as far as the depth. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
They know they don't have the depth at defense that they really want or need, but the defense did hold their end up enough to get that win, and that's a beautiful thing, man. So shout out to the defense, but I think they might just have to set that because the offense clicked. Yeah. They could get what they want. Basically, they were getting what they want, so you might have to just pace it so you could exchange not as many possessions. So that's why you keep your defense off the field a little bit by pacing your offense.
Exactly.
Slowing it down, but running it at the same time, and hopefully that'll help.
Yeah, I believe that'll help their offense really just stay in sync. Okay, because there was moments where the offense was moving out of sync. Prime example, the play we just got done speaking of, where Shedeur hits Travis Hunter down the right corner sideline, and it's in the end zone. He lays out to catch it, and he puts the biscuit in the basket, and he does not come down with the catch. Okay, now, had he not been who he is, we would actually harp on that a little bit more. Because like my man said, that happened multiple times. It happened about 3 times I counted throughout the game where it was passes that should have been caught that were not caught. Now, that could have happened because of the fact that boy had played 100 plays or 60 some odd plays at that point or 40 plays at that point because he played over 100 plays in the game. At halftime, he had 62 plays. But so within the next 2 plays, then you got Shedeur, making up for all that. All right, and getting the ball to Sylvian Williams for a 3-yard touchdown pass. Once again, another touchdown for Shedeur. All right, and scores now, Sylvian Wilkerson, and the score is now 14-7 at that point. Now, after a couple punts, a fumble by Dylan Edwards, the running back from Colorado, TCU ties the game up after a 4-play drive, where Trei Sanders once again scores on a touchdown 4-yard run. Now, to talk about Trei Sanders again for a second, he was running very hard between those tackles. When it came to short yardage plays, all right, that 222-pound beast that they got over there at TCU, he finishes them, man. He finishes.
That's grown man business.
Yeah.
You run the ball like a grown man, so if you ain't got no big lineman to slow him down, the linebacker's gonna take a they're gonna take a beating. Because it's gonna be, you know, he got the body frame, he run hard, so you gonna feel him, you know what I mean? So shout out to him too. They played a good game, man. They squad play, just, you know, you ran up against the Prime.
Yep.
You ran up against the Optimus Prime.
Yo, man.
Shout out to Deion Sanders, man. You deserve it, man.
Hey, big buffs, baby. Big buffs, baby.
It, man. You deserve
it. You know what I mean? I got to go get me a Colorado
hero,
hat.
You know what I'm saying? 4 miles.
Yep.
You know,
Florida boy.
Florida
you know how
boy.
we do. You know how we do. Representing on the West Coast. We do what we do.
Spreading the love on this football field, man. You
all day, every day. God is good, ain't he?
Yeah, all the time.
And all the time?
God is good.
Yes, sir. All right, so, of course, you know, Prime had to respond, okay? Shedeur came in, drove the team down the field, and in comes Jay Feely's son. You know, Jay Feely, the kicker from back in the day? Yeah, he played for Prime now. He the kicker for Colorado. Okay. Jay Feely. Now, earlier in the game, he had a kick blocked, all right? So, for him to come in and kick a 49-yard field goal, all right, with seconds on the clock, like 50-something seconds on the clock or something like that at that point in time, all right, that shows ice in the veins. That shows that you got your daddy blood running through you, man. And I'm proud of you, Jace. That was a great play, all right? And I cannot expound as much glory as I feel right now because of how them boys came out and did what I knew they could do. You know?
You called it. You know what I mean? Just like I told everybody before it happened, Baker Mayfield gonna be the starter.
Yep.
I see everything like the little
like the Matrix, baby.
So, you know.
Yes, sir. So at halftime, the score 17-14, Colorado over TCU, right?
Yeah.
At that point, you got Jimmy Horn. This is just halftime stats, you guys.
Shout out to Jimmy Horn Jr. for doing this thing, man. Jimmy Horn Jr. did his thing. He had a great game. Made all the catches when they needed him. You know, he played a hell of a game. So, you know, if you just look at the team as a whole, you got a whole.
He done built a mob, dog.
It looked like the Avengers.
Dog, he done built a mob. He done built a mob. Yeah. They coming for USC.
Yeah,
they coming for USC out there,
they got some nice pieces, man. I like the way they play, you know. But you gotta have that point guard.
Yes, sir. And you
gotta have that distributor, man. And the dude is so smooth with the ball, and he know what he's doing. So, you know, I just hope they keep it going and nobody get hurt or nothing like that. And I feel like they're gonna surprise a lot of people.
If they can stay healthy. If they can stay healthy, the sky's the limit for them, man. They could be a playoff team.
And trust and believe they got some help coming in December. My little partner, my partner's son going. He'll be there in December, so they getting more players. I'm talking about good players. Just committed. So he'll be there in December. You know what I mean?
Okay. So the halftime stats, you had Jimmy Horn Jr., 7 receptions for 65 yards. That's 9.3 yard average. Then you had Travis Hunter for 7 receptions, 42 yards, 6 yard average. And Shedeur Sanders at the half had 22 for 28 with 182 yards and 1 touchdown. That's at the half. All right. Now, I'm not even going to talk about the fact that the ESPN was still saying that the win probability for TCU at half was 68.8%, even though they were down by 3. Okay? Y'all marinate on that for a tick.
TCU ain't have a chance. None today.
And look, as fast as TCU...
Even when they went up, soon as they went up, the response was so instant. He just let you know that there's something different. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
The way that it wasn't no hiccups or hesitation. They penalized. They got a few penalties at crucial
times. Like that late hit on the quarterback that led to the touchdown in this third quarter that we finna talk about.
At the end of the day, the way that they responded, man, is like, that's that. But see, everybody knows that when you play in sports, confidence is a major part of your performances. You know what I mean? You gotta have confidence to play and be able to do certain things. And when you at the height of it and y'all all confident at the same time, man.
Listen, brother, it's all about confidence. Everything you do on this football field has to be about confidence. All right. I'm not saying you got to be out here running around like a peacock, but I am saying that you got to know that you are who you are. If you know who you are, you'll be able to reach the moment.
And
brother.
Again, that comes from the coaching. Because any time that I've seen a player get confident about himself is because something he learned. He learned something that he didn't know before to build his confidence up. Because once I learn certain things, I become more like...
You move freely.
Yeah, it's like...
As an example, all right? When a person goes to learn how to swim, first off, the most unnatural thing a person can do is be in water because you can't breathe in it. So being underwater is the most unnatural thing that you can
except for when you're a baby.
Yeah, except for when you're a baby. But after that, it becomes unnatural, right? So the fact of when the person first goes to swim and first learning to swim, you're struggling. You're going through the motions. You're struggling trying to figure out what you even supposed to be doing. And every single stroke you take is life or death, literally, because you could drown. All right. But once you learn what you're doing, it becomes second nature. Just like when you throw the baby that Faith was just talking about into that water, it's still second nature to them because they're still coming from that water.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And that's where you want your players to be. And that's where Colorado was in this second half. They was back in the water. All right. Because in the third quarter, right, Shedeur Sanders leads throws a 75-yard touchdown pass to Dylan Edwards. One play drive. Need I say more? All right. The score is now 24-14. All right. Then Chandler Morris leads a 3-play drive, 65 yards, solidified with a 21-yard touchdown pass to Jared Wiley. Then Travis Hunter, along with Shiloh Sanders, single-handedly stopped TCU's momentum-shifting drive with an unbelievable touchdown-stopping tackle. And then Travis Hunter hit him for that interception, man. All right. Yeah. He leaned out there, caught him one real quick. You know what I mean? Threw the net out.
He closed the door on that. They thought they had a touchdown. The man said, I seen this play ran 100 times, and I done seen it be successful 98 times out of 100.
Yep.
Well, not today.
Not today.
I guess he's seen the same film that you seen.
Mm-hmm.
The same 98 times that they got away. He seen it too, because guess what? He came off of his route and jumped the route at the perfect time.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't get the pass interference, because a lot of times in those instances, without the body control, you'll get a pass interference for making contact with the receiver before the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So he jumped the route at the perfect time, and that was they.
Hey, it was a wrap from there, man. So after that diving interception, okay, they still ended up giving the ball back to TCU. They punted it. And TCU went on a 7-play drive, 63-yard, capped off with a 23-yard touchdown pass to Dylan Wright. All right, that made the score 28-24. Then comes Shedeur Sanders, taking off his uniform and putting on the cape. All right, turning into Superman. That's what the S stands for in Sanders. That S stands for super. All right.
He also had a super game.
And if you're talking about, and if you're anybody that knows DC, the S in DC stood for hope. The S that Superman wears stands for hope. And that when you're talking about hope is something that Shedeur Sanders does not lose. Because right now, after that play, he went 5-play drive, hits Xavier Weaver for 44 yards, then hands off to Dylan Edwards for a 3-yard touchdown. Now the score is 31-28. Then Chandler Morris leads a 14-play drive for TCU, capped off with a 19-yard touchdown run that he did. Now the score is TCU up 35, Colorado 31. Shedeur Sanders ain't having that. He leads them on a 6-play drive, 75 yards that can be explained in 2 plays. First, a 43-yard completion to Travis Hunter for a first down and a 26-yard touchdown pass to Jimmy Horn Jr. Now the score is 38-35, y'all. Now TCU responds with an 86-yard kick return and then gets the 8-yard line. Trey Sanders punches it in with a 1-yard touchdown, scores 42-38. And this is where
TCU up now.
Yeah.
TCU up.
Yep.
So now it's time for another response.
Facts. So Shadur answers with a 6-play, 82-yard drive, capped off with a 46-yard touchdown pass to Dylan Edwards for touchdown number 4, 45-42. Defense steps up, stops TCU. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Biscuit in the basket, baby. All right. Now, I want everybody to take note for a second. Understand this, right? If I take the time out of my day to make a 30-minute diatribe about something or a 25-minute conversation about something, and then take the time to make a thumbnail and go through all that and take the time to do everything that I do, to put a video out, believe me, I believe in what I'm saying, okay? Because that takes a lot of time. And when I'm telling you that Colorado is the truth, and it's a team you need to put on your radar, real team. This was not a fluke. Next week, they got Nebraska. You feel me? Move to the next. All right, man. You got anything you want to add to that, Faith?
No. Just, hey, they're a fun team to watch, I can tell you that. They're a fun team to watch.
Hey, and y'all need to keep tuned in because to be honest with you, it's going to be a lot more to come. What you just saw today with Colorado is only the beginning, man. And what you're seeing right now on this podcast is only the beginning. Right now, analytically, only 9% of the people that watch these videos are subscribed. All right. That means that there is 91% of y'all watch these videos and not subscribed. All right. I need y'all to subscribe. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe.
Click,
Yeah.
like, and subscribe.
Facts. All right. Because at the end of the day, I do this for the love, but I would appreciate the reciprocate if you guys reciprocate the situation. All right. That means subscribe, man. It's free. It's literally free. It's all you do. You hit the subscribe button. You hit the like button. Done. I'm not asking a lot out of you. Okay. I'm just asking an opportunity to be able to enlighten you with the facts that I can give you when it comes to football, basketball, boxing, MMA, and everything else under the sun that is sport related. All right. When it comes to sports, I know what I'm talking about, and my man Face knows exactly what he's talking about. And if it comes to something that we might be struggling with, guess what? We're gonna go ahead and go get you the top-notch, best of the best that we can go get to tell you exactly what you need to hear. All right. Hence, like when we went and got Malachi, brought Coach Malachi on, man. All right. Just so we can talk boxing with you guys and you guys can understand what was finna happen to Errol Spence Jr. in the Bud
Again,
massacre.
I ain't gonna tell y'all, I told you so. You know?
All right, y'all. But please like, subscribe. All right. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you hit some tickets this week. If you played some tickets, I hope you hit some tickets because I gave you some locks. If you took them, it's on you. If you didn't take them, hey, I don't know.
Man, if you ain't take that dub with Colorado, ooh.
No, you could have one-pick Colorado. One-pick Colorado money line with $50. That would have been 5 bands. You'd have been doing a handstand, man. Come on now. I'm going to holler at y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe, man. Peace.